I'm still on the left brain extrovert person. Engaging them, achieving results. They're all about results, right? Let's go back to that cowboy. I call it a cowboy, could have been a cowwoman, whatever. Felt they got disrespected. They got angry at the horse too much. They got dominant. They got spurred or beating or whatever they were doing. I've got to find if that's a buddy of mine, the teachable moment. I'd love to say, hey, how about taking a Parelli course? Well, they really do want the results. That's why they got married. They want a successful run in the cutting arena, a successful team painting or whatever it was. But the teachable moment may be a day, maybe a week, maybe 3 weeks later, where I say, let's talk about another way of getting those results with that horse. Now they're all about figuring out a solution. That's the teachable moment. Let's figure out another way, and that's engaging them, right? How to engage that person in getting the results. You can't give them a lesson about what? Calm down, don't yell, because they feel like you're criticizing them. You're not there yet. They're not ready for that type of lesson. They're ready to hear about the results, so they're ready to be engaged. And if you were here yesterday, Linda and I talked about the left brain horse. What's her big high-ended? That when he starts resisting or getting angry, and he did a lot of that in the beginning, angry in horse terms, so I don't want to be anthropomorphic, but angry in horse terms was doing his own thing and throwing his head and ignoring her. She found she had to get him engaged. And if he get engaged, have enough freedom, then there was a teachable moment where she could get into what? Stop reacting and start thinking. Because that's where we got to get on all of this. And literally, physiologically, it's true that you've got to get the blood flow back to the thinking brain. If you've ever done something and you go home and say, what was I thinking? Wait, what? Well, not at least the thinking brain part of your brain wasn't. You were reacting, you were saving your life. This person was yelling, starting a fight, getting angry at someone. They weren't really thinking, because most of them, I've had a sense that all people are, probably there's a good person within and every angry person. Well, they didn't really want it. A lot of times they regret it later. Say, I wish I hadn't yelled, I wish I hadn't done that. I just got out of control. This person got out of control too. What did that person do? They left. They avoided the conflict, so they didn't solve the problem. They saved themselves. That's what my built-in tendency is, myself. If there's too much conflict, I'm looking for a way out. If I could just get out of the situation, wait a few hours, a week or two, and I learned that. I wasn't born with that other thing. My dad, little farm, northern Missouri. My mother was extroverted. 5 kids in 6 years, and 4 we were barely surviving. And then she started teaching school, and so she was gone working on. So she would get very emotionally upset for the 5 of us were screwing around, messing up, and doing things, right? She probably had a right to. And I remember as a kid, when Mom would start escalating, slamming the cabinet doors and getting upset, well, that was simply what? Emotional flight. Nobody's helping around here. Nobody's helping set the table, and the dishes are dirty, and blah, 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 blah. Dad would take off. I remember one time as a kid, I think back on now, I thought, I wish I could go. Go up on the North 40 and sit up there in the tractor, messing around, probably doing who knows what, but as a right-brain introvert, what was he doing? He was trying to buy time to wait till the conflict went away. Was it effective? No. Not really. Well, Mom would get things under control and she would be her normal, sweet, loving self. He'd come back. Sometimes it's okay, but sometimes there's still that what she was irritated. Like, where were you when I needed you? So, all right. So if you've got some of these triggers, one of the messages you want to leave is don't get down on yourself. You probably learned it for a good reason. So I'm there, taking back, saying I'm 5 or 6 years old, saying, Dad's got a better deal going on up there than me being in here washing the dishes. I don't like this. And so kids learn very quick some of these reactions. If you have learned to blow up and get angry, and now you're saying, boy, I wish I didn't have that behavior. When you were a kid, it probably worked in some ways. You were smarter than you thought. You figured it out. When I was a kid, I figured escape from conflict is the best strategy. Until I got older and I got married. And if there's conflict with my wife, I'm talking too much about myself. I hope it's helping you. What if I escape, things get worse, right? So now I've got to flex my style and give her what she needs, not what I need. See, if I look at that one way and say, yeah, what I need is take the pressure off and give me time. Quit yelling at me. Let me out of here. But I have to say, no. If I'm going to get good with people, I have to give her what she needs. And what does she need at that time? To engage and solve the problem and hang in there. I still remember, you have to get my hands free, but it's like our first year of marriage or something. Melody, there was something, a little thing went wrong. And she just says, I just want to have a fight. And she snapped her hand. I told this several times. I still remember her reactions. I thought once we got married, we said, I love you. We weren't going to have any fights. We were going to... But for her, fighting is what? And I don't mean fight. She's not I love her. She's a really wonderful person. Fighting means staying present, engaging, not disappearing. But I still, my little kid wants to say, yeah, but Dad made a pretty good deal out of that. But I can't be my dad because I'm not, I got a different deal. I want to do better, right? And I want to make sure I don't teach my kids the same behavior. We teach our kids about these triggers. Okay, so let's go around here and catch some more of these. We're kind of doing the opposites here. These are always fun. And we're going to do them with your horse. Oh, I did the horse on this one. Where the horse freezes, where the left brain extrovert gets angry, gets dominant. How many times as a trainer have you seen that? Or in any horse show, right, you go to. And it could be around disrespect, it could be around loss of control. Left brain extroverts hate to lose control. That horse is taking control away by its behavior. All right, what does this horse do to that left brain extrovert? I don't know if we'll get all the way around these, but I'm going to put all this on the video. So you got a left brain extrovert rider. He's at the horse show. I'm picking on he's better. More safer for me. So he's the one being the jerk. And he's got a right brain extrovert horse. So how does that horse trigger him? It makes him look bad. The horse does what? Flees, takes off, runs, acts silly, acts upset, and all that stuff. And so that person is feeling disrespected. Stay with that theme. And what does he do to that horse that the horse probably doesn't want? The horse wants to run, right? He's upset. You got it. He starts constraining the horse. Oh, don't you be moving, jerking him. Don't move, don't take steps. More constraint, more constraint. And does it work? Well, not for that horse might hold still, but there's a blow up in the head. Does it work with a human? This person saying, I'm going to restrain, too far away from me to get to, restrain my right brain extrovert partner. Quit talking, calm down, don't be upset, because I say so. Does that cause that person to be less upset? No. It makes them more upset. They get more upset. Since they're both extrovert, fight teams. Okay. Let's take an example of how to do this. An example of one. Which combo would you like for me to do? Since we don't have time to go through all of them, but I'm going to retort. We can say, okay, let's kind of unravel it. Left brain introvert horse. So, okay, and right brain extrovert person. Okay, what does the right brain extrovert person like? So this is how you trace it back. They're triggered by the unexpected or the exclusion. My horse doesn't seem to love me or like me, because this horse is sticking out his tongue and saying, I don't want to stinking move. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to come up. I don't even want to act interested in you. Oh, but you were the prettiest one in the lot, and I bought you, and I treat you so nice, and I give you all these nice saddles and bridles and throne, and I got this new mane detangler, and all these things, because I love you. Because it's an emotion. I'm exaggerating. And the horse is saying, I don't give a poop about any of that. So this person feels, I can't believe my horse doesn't love me. And so it takes you to a clinic, right? And so you probably say something like, well, we need to get them involved in doing and motivated. And I said, yeah, but he doesn't want to. I feel his feelings. He's having a bad day. So I don't want to put that pressure on and say that's not going to work. So the person is in this spot of the horse has triggered this feeling of I'm not loved, I'm not appreciated. For all that new bling and all the little treats but see, that's not the horse's job, right? The horse is trying to get out of some deal, see. Now, if the horse knew what to do for the human, what would the horse do? Run up and nicker and whinny and convey what? Love. I love you. I've been waiting to do something. I've been standing here, or sitting here in this case. But the horse isn't going to do that. So it's triggered. And Linda used to talk about the people that sell their horses the most are the right brain extroverts who have the left brain introvert horses. But I just sell you and get another one that loves me more. And I sell another and then another, and that never really cures the problem. The trigger is in where? The trigger is in the person. This horse really brings it out. I've got one of these. And I've got a daughter who, coming to my, as I'm thinking here, right brain extrovert, and that's her biggest deal. The horse's name was Bert. My daughter was a teenager. She's 20 now. We'd go to, you may remember, little Bert the pony. And would he cooperate? No, he'd run around the arena and bite the other horses. He would obey nothing that my daughter would ask him to do because she was being very sweet and loving about it. And Bert, and so she's thinking, he doesn't like me, he doesn't like other horses, and I'm embarrassed, and why am I here? And we go home. But that's about 8:15 in the morning. So the rest of the day is painful for her, and well, I don't know if it's painful for him because he's getting out of all kinds of work. And, we ride together, we used to, and I still do. So she's seen that cartoon on shoulder. And Dad, so what's Dad doing? You heard the phrase the other day, trigger the trigger? Well, I'm wanting no conflict. So I'm debating. Do I let my daughter leave or go talk to her friends, get on the phone? And that would solve a problem for her. Do I kill the horse? I'm a peaceful person. But I'm really disappointed in this horse because my dream as a father was what? Oh, yes, the horse daughter, or whatever you call it. She's going to love this as much as I love it, and she's in a terrible spot. And he's causing the problem. If he would behave. So, what am I projecting? I'm not solving the problem. I'm a part of the problem. So this is where the trigger someone else's trigger. How many of you as couples know that you've gotten pretty good at that at times? One of you will blame the other one for doing some little tiny thing, left the spoon out, and then put in the dishwasher last night. So this one feels criticized. Well, I don't even like criticized, so I go, well, what's the big deal? You didn't put away the water hose the other day. And so we start looking for those things, and then pretty soon we trigger each other's triggers. If you can catch that process, and you have this language, the goal is, if you have this sheet or anything, like take a break, sit down, let's talk about it later, let's have a glass of wine or whatever it is, and find a peaceful moment. And laugh about how we've triggered each other's trigger, because the more you do it, the better you get at it. And then you can start unraveling it and doing what the person needs. So, let's see. So, I didn't go in depth, but you got the picture on whoever asked that, the right brain. Was there another question you want to tag on that?